want for breakfast today? That's a reasonable question to ask nobody. Like, the view count on these videos is pretty low. Um, so like the chance of me having someone respond and give me a breakfast recommendation is probably pretty low. Uh, Before I actually eat breakfast, right? So, um, yeah, I just don't know. All I've had this morning is an unsponsored Celsius. See, if we get more views on these videos though, one, I can have people recommending breakfast to me, and two, I can get a Celsius sponsorship. That would be kind of cool. I drink the shit out of these things. I don't know about you all. Um, I love how these things make me feel. They're probably I don't know if they're good for you or not. I don't feel bad. You know, uh, my blood pressure doesn't elevate after drinking them, which is awesome. You can buy like the little powder packet. See, so glad I killed this trade. So glad I killed that. Now I'm bummed I didn't add a second one on, but whatever. Like, look at that. That literally. Well, first off, this is a 30-point candle, but it was 30 points down and then now 30 points up. So, um, yeah, we would have just gotten stopped out. But oh god, oh yeah. So Celsius, they sell like little packets now, like little energy packets, like a fucking stevia package or something. Just add it to your water and shake it up, mix it up, whatever you got to do. It's actually pretty good. I like it because you can get a pack of 14 for like $10. That is a steal. That's like cheaper than Keurig coffee at this point. Like if you have a Keurig, you buy little pods for them, right? Everyone knows that. But like those pods can get really expensive. They can. And I think that people just forget about that from time to time. They forget how expensive coffee is. But like with these things, I buy. Obviously I have the can right here. I will not be drinking the can anymore unless I get a sponsorship, which will not happen. Sponsor my videos, Celsius. It'll get me more views, and it will get you more buyers or something. And which will not happen many times soon, and that shouldn't happen anytime soon. But I would like for it to happen sometime soon. It won't. So I just really like this long coming into market open. I really like a long in market open. Like we're up above this level that I have marked. We're coming up to VWAP, and I just really like the long market open. I also really like the idea of a VWAP short again, but I say that every morning. Like, doesn't a long just feel appropriate here? It feels appropriate to me. Well, now it feels less appropriate, but like, let's see. Let's see if it gets down to like point of control and then bounces out. You know what? Just let it go. Trading market open is financial suicide. It is. It just is. That's just fact of the matter. Just let it ride for a few minutes. First minute of the day, though, down 50 points. Coming right into those prior lows. Oh my gosh. Remember when I said a long felt appropriate? I was just kidding. Allegedly. So yeah, Celsius. I like those things. They're pretty cheap. They make me feel good. I think you're supposed to exercise when you drink them. I need to work on that part of my life, of course. But, things are stressful. Life is stressful, and I don't like to exercise that much. I used to. Not much anymore. Now I like to talk about people that exercise. Like Justin Herbert, who's very good at football. Yeah, I think we would have gotten filled on that first order, by the way. Oh, no. No, we wouldn't have, because I think I put it down at like 90. Yeah, I had it down at like 90, so we'd be almost there, though. What did I enter as? Like 33? Oh, 30. So we would be up like 20 points right now. That'd be cool. So maybe, I don't know, it seems a little high to put it all the way up here. Like, that's 50 points. Maybe I should put it like this prior high here. I don't know. I guess that does kind of make sense. It's right at, I mean, that'd be right at VWAP. And then let it ride. Oh, we would have. Oh, no, we would not have. I lied. I got excited. And then place it down here, 90 for, that'd been like a 40 point. Well, we'd be risking like 50 points for 40 points. That doesn't sound right. Right up to point of control, bouncing off it so far. Oh, man. I'm actually slightly interested in what happens right here. Just slightly. We're not going to get too crazy with it, but I am a little bit interested in what's happening right here. Bouncing off value area low. I do not love that bounce. Yep. I'm going to sit on that one. My logic here was to get a short in, but I just didn't like how it rejected value area low there. So I would take the short, place the stop up here at about 40, so we would have entered around 27-ish, 26-ish. So about 15 points up, we'll say 30 points down, so that would put us back at our like 190 take profit mark, which looks like it would be playing out right now, but that value area rejection is real this morning, that's for sure. No, this is too volatile though. I don't want to be doing anything with this. It does look like that trade would play out though. It looks like it would. I'm hoping to get a good rejection down here in the 80s. Mainly because I don't want to find another level below it. So I don't think. Oh, I did find another level below it. Nice. Oh, we're chilling then. Double bottom there, kind of, at about 805, right at the daily low. See if we can get through point of control. Delta's looking pretty neutral right now. Kind of trending upward, but after that open, I wouldn't be too terribly confident with a long position right now. Just looking at how I'm approaching this for the morning. That's it. That's all we're looking at right now. And you know, we're up $200 on a Friday morning. That's not terrible. So if you guys want to know what I'm looking at, I'm looking for basically, I'm basically just looking at technical analysis on the 1 minute chart, and I'm looking to see if that's kind of a viable option on the 5 minute chart. So I'm looking to see if we're in a good spot where it makes sense to place a short or a long. And then I'm looking over here to have like technical analysis basically confirm it. So I'm looking for like a valid like engulfing candle or a valid, whatever candle, anything. And I also want to look at like the RSI and the cumulative delta to make sure that they're also confirming it for me. Like right now, I think a short wouldn't be terrible. I actually think it makes a lot of sense to take a short right now. I just want the volatility to just chill out a little bit. Just a little bit. But I mean, we've rejected point of control multiple times now on the 1 minute chart. We did have that engulfing candle right off of point of control. We had that twice though. That's the main issue. We've had two of those. And we keep rejecting value area low and coming right back to point of control, which is obviously worrisome. So we're just not going to buy in. That's it. Like I said, the delta chart, at least on the range chart, looked like it was trending more upward right now. So just kind of playing it nice and safe. Another rejection at point of control on the 1 minute. The 5 minute chart is convincing me to go short as well. That's the thing. It's just, everything else is not. I mean, if I was to go short right here, I'd have a very tight stop loss right here above point of control. All right, so we got through point of control, and we just plowed on through. There you go. See, that's why I wasn't taking any short there. I didn't trust it. That being said, if we come back up to this level here at about 60, we'll bring it up to, we'll just make it like these prior highs. If we come back up here, I may be looking for the potential short. We could probably get like 5 points out of that, but I've been told that my risk management sucks, so I should work on it. And that is 100% true. I actually think I've said that in my videos, that my risk management is like terrible. That actually is a very sound place to reject, not gonna lie. I do not dislike that rejection right off of the morning's value area high, right in those prior lows at the opening candles. Yeah. We're kind of gonna bring this up a bit. Well, that's a lot of points to be risking. I don't know if I want to risk that much, but yeah, we're gonna see if we can get it to play out to 90. back below 20 again. See, we got all these wicks forming down here. Now, wicks typically get run. That's the thing. If there's anything I've taken away from Trades by Match channel, wicks get run. That's one takeaway. That being said, they also get rejected. So, sometimes. As they are right now. Is that copyrightable? I don't know. Whistling a tune to a popular song. Can that get me in trouble? My videos aren't monetized. I don't give a shit. Let's plow through them lows, baby. All right. I hate that. I hate that rejection so much. I'm a pussy. I killed it. I should let it play out. I should. But I can't. I'm too scared. Look. I got 10 points out of it. That excites me. I don't make trades for 10 points. Right? I get scared of 10-point moves. Always. Yeah, and you know what? It's going through it now, and I'm awful a human being that just needs to stick to a strategy. But you know, eventually, if I incorporate something like this more often, right? Eventually, I'll get comfortable with it. I just, man, it's hard for me to do. I'm just a little baby trader. I look for 5 points and out. I just want my $100 and get out. And look, we're up $400.20. It's like kind of 420. Kind of. Which reminds me, I have to like match stream. There you go. He's streaming this morning if you want to go watch him. Well, I guess you guys won't know because this is going on YouTube, but okay. Ah, see, that was not a terrible kill. I'm proud of myself for killing that trade, even though it's probably going to work out in my favor if I would have just held it, you know. But look, we're up $400. I'm thrilled with how this morning's gone because I had that one quick loss early on. And, you know, we out here, we're vibing. We got through the emotional turmoil of that 5-point loss we had at the very beginning. And we've bounced back. And cheers to that. Good buyers starting to come in, but I don't know if this is enough to convince me to take any longs just yet. I would say that the round off here and the little baby bottom, or the baby lows here, are the one the baby bottom. The baby lows here are more convincing than the Delta chart itself, but I don't think today is a long kind of day. I mean, So many lines. Stop it. I mean, the trend is pretty clearly down, and I'm trying to do what I've always said, which is only trade with the trend. So I think all of my trades are going to be shorts today. Like, for example, if we end up with a red engulfing candle right here, right at point of control, probably going to take a short. Point of control sitting like right at 24, probably going to take a short. And look at this candle here on the 5 minute. Like, look at that. Now, I will say, I wish these volume profiles, which are for the exact same commodity, by the way, would, you know, be the same as each other. Like, look at this. This same point of control at 40. What do I have to do? Like, refresh this shit? Like, here, let's try it. Still at 40. Okay, now this jumped to 40. Now this is at 20. Okay, so I just have to do that then. Switch off, switch on. Okay, that works. I did miss my entry there, though. Right back to point of control. Buyers look good. Sellers also just like keep bringing everything down though. Like, there, I'm just gonna take a quick scalp there. Quick 5 points. That was based purely on the Delta chart that I just looked at. So I was like, we did just crack new lows on Delta, but not on price. And it's like, price typically follows eventually. I wanted to take the short as it retested 20. That was what I wanted. I would hate to take a short now, though, just because I'm only looking at like 15 points of movement. And that doesn't sound like a very smart decision for somebody who's trying to address risk management, you know? Hey, we're up $500 on the morning. I'll take it. It's not even 9 o'clock. Honestly, getting out with profit on a Friday morning as early as possible, big goals. Big goals. But that's actually not a bad position to take a long off of. I should have honestly taken a quick scalp for a long right there, which is what I was supposed to do but didn't do. Because that set up very clearly a push back to point of control. Minimally, which is why I would have just carried it for like 5 points, but I was slightly distracted by my own beauty. Got through point of control a couple of times there. So far, this morning kind of sucks. Now, I will say, though, looking at a choppy morning on a 1 minute chart is much better than looking at it on a 5 minute chart. Much better. Like, this is like, there's stuff to trade here, in my opinion. But there isn't anything over here. Unless I just want to keep trading the range, which just isn't, it's not a good strategy. In my opinion, it's not. I mean, I'm sure people do it, and I'm sure they do very well with it. But, I disagree with it. There is a piece of news coming out at 9 o'clock. That actually is probably why we're so choppy. The University of Michigan Senate prelim. Don't know what that is, but it has a red lightning bolt on financialjuice.com. So, it sounds like it could be important. I don't know. Yeah, see, that would have been... Like, if I wanted to just keep doing my little 5-minute scalping strategies, then that would have been a great entry right there. It just made sense. Rejection off of point of control to a red engulfing candle. Boom, 5 more points. Take it when you can. I still think we're going to push at least down to the 80s, though. See, I could have held my very first trade, and we would have been in a state of emotional turmoil. Don't get me wrong. It would have been up and down, and we're going back up again. Where was that? Where was that trade? Where was it? Right there. Oh my god, we entered at 30 though, like. Or sorry, we took the short at 37. Man, we could have been like vibing hard on the day. I've been like 40 points almost. At the low. Man, I suck. That's okay. I do recommend going and watching Christy Kin's video, though, and if you can figure out how to do her little Stairmaster strategy with the sneakers and shit on Tradeovate, then please feel free to share that with me, because I don't want to put in... I'm going to try putting in the work, but I don't want to put in the work. If I don't have to put in the work, I choose not to put in the work every single time. Have you ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street when he's like, I've been rich and I've been poor and I choose rich every fucking time? Yeah, that's how I am about doing work. I don't like working, so... I choose not working every fucking time. And I might have to put age restrictions on these videos this morning. Might. I have been cussing a lot. Mainly because I'm the only one home right now. And I can just run my stupid little mouth. We are cracking through the lows again. But we are just moving so slowly. You know what I would like to do with YouTube and Twitch or whatever? I would like to stream these things, by the way, but I don't want to stream it and talk about the markets themselves. Don't get me wrong, like talk about the market like as stuff is happening, but I don't want like the conversation to be all money and markets and whatnot, which sounds stupid, right? Because I'm looking at index futures and I should be talking about index futures. But like, I want to show people that like you can make money doing shit like this while also like casually enjoying the other fruits of life kind of thing, right? Like, I want to be able to show this and show strategies that work, which, you know, as much of a struggle as this week has been, and the fact that, you know, I haven't been streaming or posting on YouTube for that matter, but like, I have been winning every single week that I've been doing this. I have been a winning trader every week since I started doing this. So that's been over the last like month and a half, 2 months or so, which obviously isn't a large sample size, but like, I'm at least showing people that even though my strategy that I have been using is extremely reckless and honestly not very well thought out, I'm still performing in a winning way, right? I've had winning weeks every single week. And which is crazy to think about because I've had some like real shitty days, like real bad days. But I want to be able to do this while still like really honing in on like my hobbies and my interests. Like this is just kind of a job for me. Like this isn't my great, like I don't have much knowledge of markets, to be completely honest. I'm just all I learned was how the price moves and what affects it. So I pay attention to the news and I pay attention to the chart itself. And outside of that, like I don't know anything about like stocks and bonds. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about crypto. I hardly know anything about futures for that matter. I know the Nasdaq has to do with technology, but like I really don't know much about it. I just know how the price moves. But like then there's things like basketball, for example. I know a lot about basketball. Football, I could know more about football. I enjoy watching football more than I enjoy learning the rules of football. How about that? I know the rules of football. I just don't know like I don't know things outside of like the skills positions. Now, could I tell you what a penalty or what penalties are? Yeah, I can tell you what the penalties are. Could I tell you who the offensive line is for the Chargers? No, I could not tell you who the offensive linemen are for the Chargers. Um, so like, I enjoy watching it. I just don't know a ton about it. In my opinion, I don't know a ton about it. Maybe it's all relative, but the NBA, I know a lot about the NBA. Now, if you want to start talking like baseball or hockey, you can basically go fuck yourself because baseball, oh my gosh, go watch Daniel Tosh's Happy Thoughts. Baseball is so close to just being soccer. It's so boring, and I hate it. And we have news in a minute and 45 seconds, just so we're all aware of where we're at in the time. But I want to be able to take these and just have productive conversations on things that I enjoy. Um, and the things that maybe we as a group could also learn to enjoy together. I want to be able to learn stuff from other people too, not learn stuff about like price action and whatnot. Like this is just honestly like this is just background noise for me a lot of the time. It's not even noise anymore because I have it muted. There's like a voice on Tradeovate where if you hit buy or sell or an order fills, this very loud monotone voice, and my order would have filled by the way, monotone voice chimes in and says, order filled, order rejected. Like it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious and it's loud, and I don't like that. News coming out in 1 minute. But yeah, I just want to be able to have productive conversations about things other than the markets, but I do like to show people what I'm doing with my mornings. The main reason, like I said in other videos, the main reason I started doing this is because family and friends wanted to know, and there was too many family and friends that wanted to know, so I just started putting it on YouTube because that was the easiest way for me to communicate it with all of them because the files were too large to share via email or text message or any other source. So I just started posting on YouTube. But now that I have a YouTube channel and someone outside of my family is viewing these things for some reason, I want to be able to take these and have productive, educational conversations about, obviously, like I can talk to you about price movement, but I can't talk to you about how markets work or anything like that. But I can talk to you about sports or, poker. Poker. I love poker. All right, news just came out. Look at that. Just flip-flopping around. Came in lower than projected, and I don't know what that means. It came in red, though, and red typically means bad. But the way that the markets have been behaving lately, bad news means market goes up for some reason, which doesn't make a fucking bit of sense to me. So, and people might also, if my view count does go up, I don't think it will anytime soon, but it could go up. Maybe Celsius decides to sponsor me. Who knows? For whatever reason, they decide to sponsor me. They won't, but it'd be cool if they did. And my view count just goes through the roof, right? Or maybe someone gives me a undeserved shout out somewhere, and they're just like, I don't know, they have a way bigger platform, and they have a lot of viewers, and they give me a shout out, and then bam, I just have tens of thousands of views overnight, right? Like I totally just lost my train of thought. See, that's why I will never be good in this industry. I can't focus. Just kidding. But no, point being is like I just want to be able to talk about other things, right? I want there to be more than this. I want to talk about sports and hobbies and poker and talk about dogs. I love dogs. Jordan and I are talking about Jordan, my girlfriend. or talking about getting a cat. Cats are awesome. I don't give a shit what your opinion is of. Do you prefer dogs or cats more? You know, I fucking hated cats. Hated cats before me and my law school roommate moved in together. He moves in. He has a cat. I hated cats before that cat, and I fell in love with that little shit to the point that I want to get another one. You know, I was sad when that cat left because I knew that my chances of seeing that cat again are much lower than my chances of seeing my friend again. There's a chance I never see that cat again. A chance. I think I will for sure, but like, dude, I was sad when that cat left. I went from hating cats to missing a cat and wanting to like get a cat that like replicates him. So, yeah, I don't care your opinion on cats versus dogs. I think they're both awesome in their own way. They're both annoying in their own way. Like, you know, I don't give a shit if you like gerbils or anything like that. If you like gerbils, get a damn gerbil. Get a parrot. Parrot. Can you? I don't even know what birds you can and cannot own, to be honest. Get a bird. Ferrets tend to smell bad, so I don't support that one entirely. But like, I'm sure there's a good way to maintain it, so whatever. But like, you know, these are just things that I would like to talk about with a community of people. And you know, another big one too that like I don't love talking about, but like if big issues do arise, I would like to have productive conversations regarding politics and law and you know upcoming election cycles. And I am always greatly interested in hearing other people's opinions. Um, you know, obviously I have a law background. And, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm an expert in politics by any means, but it at least means that I have a slightly elevated interest compared to maybe the average person. I think that it does. But, you know, I do like to have those types of productive conversations where people on both sides of the aisle can come in and share, um, you know, their opinion on really anything without it being sort of a toxic environment. And I don't like for people to feel like they can't share an opinion, right? Everybody's going to disagree on something. It's honestly like you can disagree on a lot of things. But a lot of like the tension just comes down to how you're communicating it. Like I mean, and I'm not saying that we should go into like a full debate on like the most controversial of topics that are, you know, plaguing the political world right now, but like, you know, I think it would be I would like to you know have productive conversations involving the less controversial topics. And if you know a controversial topic does come up, I would like to kind of create a safe environment for everybody to kind of share an opinion without being a total dickwad about it, you know? So, like, I don't know, like, there's just, you can disagree on anything. And just like, if you communicate it well, like, it's not going to create a ton of tension. And there's always a middle ground. There always is. There's always a way to meet in the middle, but, like, people just suck these days. They do. They suck. And that's the biggest issue. People suck. So, anyway, that's just my goals for the channel. We are up 496.50 on the morning. And obviously we've seen some heightened volatility since 9 o'clock just because whatever news came out. I don't know. The news came out red and my market went up, so I don't fucking get it. I don't know. We're sitting right at VWAP, and you know, I would like to think that we would reject VWAP, but we clearly did not. Well, we did on one, not the other, because we have a lagging chart, apparently. Okay, there it goes. So, no, we did not hit VWAP. But, yeah, we rejected 850. It's kind of the level we were at earlier that we were rejecting. So, How is the ES looking? Oh, you know what else I would like to talk about? Just like, I don't know, uh, celebrity interests, the entertainment world. I'm not big into like music, but like I love comedy. I love, movies, shit like that. Big Ryan Reynolds fan. I watched a Ryan Reynolds movie last night, albeit it was not one of his better ones. It was called, I think, Mississippi Grind is what it was called. It was a poker movie. That's why I watched it. That and I saw Ryan Reynolds was in it. So if there are poker movies or gambling movies on any streaming platform, and I see it, I typically end up watching it. Card Counter, watched it. It was an okay movie, not bad. Um, I didn't know if it was Mark or Steven that was at the poker table at all times. I felt it was kind of cheating that he was two person in one, well, three person in one. He just doesn't know the third person, Jake. Uh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the actor that plays in Moon Knight also plays in Card Counter. The movie 21 is one of my favorite movies. Opinions of Kevin Spacey aside, that movie is incredible. Rounders obviously is probably Rounders is really not a good movie. That's the funny thing. Like, it's the most popular poker movie, and I think most people have seen it. But like, Rounders really isn't that good of a movie. If you really watch it, like, it's not that good. I mean, I guess that's just my opinion, which probably doesn't mean much, but like, I don't know. I watched it when I was young, and then I rewatched it like when I was old, and I was like, this movie kind of sucks. I guess not even like accurate. Well, like it's not realistic, I should say. Like, obviously, like, poker's poker. Like, Texas Hold'em is Texas Hold'em, but like it's not like that movie at all. Like, you're not gonna be at the table with someone who eats Oreos in a certain way or like at a certain time and like, oh my god, it's 100% accurate tell. Like, a good poker player, if they realize that their tell is eating a fucking Oreo, they're gonna start eating an Oreo for a reverse tell at least, or they're just gonna stop eating Oreos while playing poker. Like, let's be real. All right, the market's starting to slow down a little bit. Go ahead and get this updated. Come on now. Come on, baby. Do it for me. All right, this doesn't want to adjust. This is the 22 range, and the VWAP is obviously not setting where I want it to. So far, rejecting VWAP except for on the 22 range chart, which is showing that we just crossed over VWAP. Really, I just wanted to see the sellers anyway. So we had good buyers on the push to VWAP. Sellers starting to come through. Everything is looking quite dumpy. Um, let's see. This one's pushing 45 minutes right now, so we got a couple more minutes on the video, and then we'll call it a day. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of shorting right here. I liked the idea of shorting at VWAP. I just didn't want to, just because I wanted the volatility to die down. But I am definitely looking for a good short entry. Let's put it like that. We failed to break the prior highs. That's the main thing. We're still within this range between the range that I created from 865 down to 780. So we're still within that, and we're kind of close. We're pushing towards the top of the range now. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing a good place to go short. And honestly, that might have been it right there. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and call that one. And you know what? If it fucks us, then it fucks us. That's just how it be. Okay, yeah. I didn't have my stops placed correctly there, so whatever. Quick loss there. Let's look at the delta chart really quick. No, I wanted to get my stop moved up, but I was too slow, so it'd be like that. And, you know, maybe it was a good thing that we didn't move the stop up. All right, finally getting up to VWAP. Push through VWAP on the NAS. And we're at the top of this range. So far bouncing off of it. Oh, we just plowed straight through it, huh? See what happens up here at the 80 level. Nope, we're just giving money back at that point. How the fuck was that? I didn't realize I moved it up that high. Yeah, that was kind of ambitious, not gonna lie. That was not the strategy that I've been trying to use. But buyers do just look really good right now. I do tend to have this habit of like punting away money at the end of a video. It's a really bad habit. You should probably not get into that habit if you ever plan on doing videos like this. See if we can get a quick fill here. I think we can. Or we can't. There it goes. Okay. There you go. Got $100 back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just call it right there. And I'm gonna probably keep trading off the video, but I'm getting quite frankly bored. So, be back on Monday morning with another video. So, best of luck to you. Have a good weekend, and yeah, we will see you next week. Bye.